The case against a police officer who's accused, of shooting and killing 22-year-old Chesnay Keppler following a domestic dispute has been postponed. The 42-year-old was not present in the Magistrate's court in Soweto today, and that's for his first appearance as he was apparently in hospital after turning the gun onto himself. Watching developments is SABC News reporter Ofense Sitimo, who joins us now live. And Ofense, it's been quite the hive of activity outside court today. We've heard from a number of people, including government officials.
Well, thank you very much, and I can actually confirm that the 42-year-old Mandla Buthelezi actually appeared in court today. You know, he had been discharged apparently from the Chesnay Keppler hospital, where he was admitted under heavy police guard after he had attempted to commit suicide. As you can remember that, you know, he was highly sought after the incident that happened on the 26th of December, where following a argument with his then girlfriend, the 22-year-old Chesnay Keppler, he actually pursued her to a friend's place where he actually shot her through a window from the outside. You know, so the GBV, even today, the Gauteng Acting Premier has reiterated that GBV in the country and femicide is actually a pandemic, and that more needs to be done to ensure that, you know, this particular pandemic subsides. He was saying that laws should be made more tougher to ensure that it's not easy for anyone to commit, knowing that there would be very tough consequences for those that commit GBV and femicide. But I'm actually joined now by Bishop Dalton Adams, who's actually the chair of chairs at the Gauteng Legislature, just to engage on this particular topic. Thank you so much, Bishop. Can you just tell us, most of the community members in Eldos are saying that, you know, not enough is being done to tackle the issue of GBV and femicide. As the chair of chairs in the Gauteng Legislature, what do you have to say about that?
No, I agree with the community. I think even as government, when it comes to the Gauteng provincial legislature, I pray that this case, like many other cases, will begin to heighten the intensity in terms of the awareness of GBV. But firstly, we have to change laws. And there are three things that we have to change very urgently. One of it is that we must be clear that the legislator must implement a law that say no bail for GBV cases. That is, we must be clear. Number two is that victims must not allow perpetrators to come off scot-free by dropping the cases. They must legislate it. And then lastly is to say that there must be harshest punishment and sentences for GBV. Laws, we as legislators and lawmakers must be able to go back to the legislature in this 7th administration to say that this is the laws we must pass, so that the community must know, and then they can speak up, because it's going to be a collaboration between community, legislatures and the police. I want to also mention, not all policemen are dogs, not all policemen are murderers, not all policemen are there out to maim and kill society. And we want to commend some of our most. But there are some of them, they are rotten apples, and we need to actually eradicate them from the police service completely.
Absolutely. And, you know, some people have raised the issue of vetting, where you'd find that people in the force, you know, are perpetrators of some of the heinous crimes, whether it be murder, rape, and the likes, but they are still actually serving, wearing the uniform of the state. What can be done about that?
I think vetting is a very important question. Vetting cannot be only when you get the job. There must be periodic vetting for all of us. Even for me, as a politician who is in legislature, there must be a vetting that continues. So we need to actually look at that law also. When do people get vetted? Because somebody might come into any organization, institution, and they are fine, but things happen over time. When do we go revisit again to make sure? So that point is one of the things I will tick off, that you asked a very pertinent, important question, that vetting must be an ongoing thing to make sure that we check the mental state, not only of the police or the community police or anyone else, but politicians, everyone else in government must be checked and rechecked all the time.
You advise members that are shy to intervene, even though they are privy to acts of gender-based violence and femicide?
When they know that the laws are on their side. And that's why I say the first thing we must start is amend the laws as legislators and as lawmakers. When they know we are for them, we don't have to come here and be responders and just be when there's a death and then we are all here. It must be a continuous awareness and teaching. There are 3 pandemics that we faced. One was HIV/AIDS, the other one was the COVID-19, and now we're facing GBV. We must have the same intensity that we have for the other 2 when it comes to GBV also.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time, sir. As you can hear, that's the Gauteng Chair of Chairs actually saying that the laws need to be made tough on those that are actually, acting in ways where they perpetrate GBV and femicide. And, they do acknowledge that there is acts of GBV against males also, but they are saying that they are not as prevalent as those perpetrated against women and children.